everybody.
What's going on, everybody?
This is Claudia Seves and Mr. Round himself.
From Vinyl Beauty Studios. We're just here. This is our first episode, so just listen to us, bear with us. We're going to get into this. We'll get better as we go along, but for now, this is episode number 1.
Episode number 1. And so if you want to find us on Instagram or anything, we're at Vanidosa Beauty. And Mr. Roundy, where can they find you?
You can find me at Lee Boy Savage on Instagram.
Yeah, so I guess this is our first episode.
Yeah,
Are you super excited?
Yeah, it is. We've been talking about this for a while now, doing this, and we're finally here, finally getting it done. It's pretty cool. How about you? You excited, nervous?
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think like a lot of the times, when I get invited on podcasts and stuff, I feel like I there's a lot that I want to say. So my head, I've told you about it.
Yeah.
Sure. my mind goes like 1,000 miles an hour because I know we only have like this small space to talk about things. And so sometimes like when I'm speaking, my mouth doesn't catch up.
Well, when I watch you, actually, I know where
you
your head's
see what I'm saying, right?
Well, we talk every day, so I know exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And then I see where it goes. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't get the time. And then, the other people are kind of talking and interjecting and stuff. So
yeah.
I see
it's
your
called a conversation, right?
Yeah, but I see the point you're going towards, and then it gets lost in translation.
Yeah. And so I feel like now in this way we can kind of like really talk about things that we wanted to talk about. I guess really help the community, how I want to help my community, the beauty industry. This is why it's called Beautytainment.
Beautytainment
podcast.
Yeah, this is Beautytainment. We're starting our Beautytainment
Oh yeah, by the
channel.
way.
Right, we need Vanessa Beauty. It's Beautytainment. We're gonna be on YouTube on Beautytainment, and we plan on growing this thing. So we're excited. We're gonna jump in and hope to bring a lot of value to you guys. Hope you guys follow us and just join the ride. Get on the journey with us.
Get on the journey. So, like, what is the thing that you kind of wanted to get across, or like, what are you excited the most about with the podcast?
Just bringing value to people, especially when it comes to the business. I think, like, especially small beauty businesses don't get looked at like true businesses.
That's so true.
So, like, for instance, people always, like, I'm in the background in the beauty.
Oh, it's worse for you.
Yeah, because everyone's like, that's cute. He's helping you're helping your wife, or your husband's helping you. That's cute. It's a business. There's actual business going in the background behind the product that we produce. And I think a lot of people can't wrap their heads around that,
And I think like, especially, I think a lot of us in the beauty industry feel like that. But I think especially for you, and like when we first started working together, I feel like I know a lot of couples in the beauty industry specifically that work together. But because, of course, beauty is a woman's thing, I feel like the man never really gets enough credit. But we're really like a cooperative, you and I. We're like literally business co-owners.
Yeah, I think from the outside looking in, they see the service as the business.
Yeah.
But the service is the product. There's a business built up
behind
the product. Right. And I think that's hard for people to wrap their heads around. Even people that are in the beauty industry and have their own businesses, I still don't think they completely understand that fully, And
you know what? Like that's so true. And when you try to make the product better, you need somebody in the back kind of helping you do that. So when we got here, because we've only been here 3 years in January, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
3 years.
I know.
Went by quick like that.
Like super fast.
All this eating out over here.
Oh man,
we've been to like almost every restaurant in the city.
No, I'm sure there's still more. They're like
we've been to a lot.
We've been to a lot.
Shit, we need to get out of the beauty industry and go to the food critic industry.
You know what? Like next time we're just gonna buy some tacos in the morning and just rate everybody's tacos.
Let's do it.
Maybe not. Maybe that's.
Let's do it. Should I put on pounds over here since we moved here?
But I was saying like how you were saying the product is the actual service.
Yeah, the service is the product.
The service is a product.
Yeah.
And I found that when we got here, that's what I was saying. I felt like when we got here, the product got better, which is my work, because I had you behind me, and not behind me, but behind the wall of the business, doing all these things I didn't have to do anymore because we went like full time. So it allowed me to perfect the product that I was producing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure.
Like even in the quality of work and the quality of product that I put out is a lot better since you came on.
Yeah, because you were trying to do the business and the product at the same time. Yeah. And I think even when you started for years, you didn't realize the service was not the business.
Not at all. Not at all.
You got to build a business behind the product. It's like these girls when they go to Ulta and get makeup. They don't look at it like a small business. They don't even think twice if there's a man behind it or who's behind it. But there's a whole army of people behind that one little product.
Oh, you mean the actual product that people are buying?
Yeah.
Right.
But I think when you're performing services in the beauty industry, people don't look at it like that at all. You know?
Yeah. And I think that's one of my missions anyway, to kind of have people in the beauty industry look at themselves and act like a big business.
Yeah.
You know, and do a lot more of the work on the business instead of inside. So you always say like it's very hard for me to get out of that technician mindset.
Yeah, the technician mindset.
Because I love producing, right? So I love producing the brows and I love producing all these things that I do. But you can't grow a business with just producing. Like there needs to be a lot of back end stuff.
No, there's tons of back end stuff. Even when it comes to social media. Posting. People see it as just posting like, oh, I'm going to post this and get some likes and stuff. No, there's a business strategy behind posting.
And there has to be.
There
has to be. And if you don't have one,
you got to post with intention. It's a marketing tool, but if you're not using it as a marketing tool, you're just doing it just to throw stuff spaghetti against the wall and see what sticks. You're not doing business.
And I feel like a lot of us in the beauty industry, because we like looking at it. You know, we're in the beauty industry. That's why we're there, because we like looking at cute shit. But I think when you're in the beauty industry and you're just posting your work, it's almost like you're doing a disservice to the business, because now you're just putting this product and you're not helping anyone.
Yeah. Oh, that's my biggest thing. I was on you for years about that.
Here we go,
about
guys.
years.
He's going to bring that one thing from 10 years ago.
No, but you got to put yourself in front of the camera. You got to let people know who you are. If not, and you're just looking at pictures, you don't even know who you're going to. And I always say this all the time, regardless of what business you're in, this day and age with social media, everybody's in the entertainment business. You have to be entertaining. If you want eyeballs, you want to sell your product, you want to be in business, you're also in entertainment. And I think people need to like start getting that in their head that you're a brand. Even if you're not in business, you're still a brand. You're still selling yourself. So you got to promote yourself like that.
That's very true. And I think a lot of us in the beauty industry, we don't have the branding down. We don't even have our target market down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you're just putting stuff out there because you like it. And you don't even know who is attracted or why they're attracted to it. You're kind of just posting these things and hoping that it works. But I think you also can't obsess over the likes and stuff like that.
No. You shouldn't obsess over the likes. If you're doing it for the likes, then you're doing it all wrong. But you still have to get those eyeballs on you if you want to sell what you're producing.
That's true.
So it's a catch-22. You know what I mean? But I think you're really getting good at honing down on the target marketing. You've been like going hard in the last 6 months on that.
I have. I've been trying to get better. I think since we got out here and I had a little chance to reflect on everything, I think I've been doing a lot better in terms of the branding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And trying to get better at that and really understanding a brand new target market.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? But Round, everybody wants to know, what's your favorite thing about working with me?
Definitely not the micromanaging.
Don't throw all the things at once. Take your time. I'm sure there's very many.
It's the micromanaging. I love it. I absolutely love the micromanaging.
Is it your favorite?
Yeah, I love being told how to write something down.
I enjoy it.
I wouldn't even know how to write a note.
Can you even breathe without me?
I wouldn't even know how to write a note to myself if you didn't tell me. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so much my favorite.
The micromanaging.
I love it.
I love
Give me more of that. Come on, keep it coming.
You got it. 2024 is going to be your year.
Nah, I think honestly, you're very analytical. Mm-hmm. I think like we always talk about, I'm more on the creative side.
Yeah, for sure.
And big picture, and you're very analytical and in the minute things, like in the detail of things. And I think that like I need that, and I think you need my perspective. So that's the way we come on a project together. Even with the fighting and
there's no
the
fighting.
head
What are you
bumping
talking
and getting.
There's no fighting.
The crying and the punching and the scratching. No, I'm just joking, guys.
I don't do the crying.
No, but we do butt heads a lot on ideas. But you need that headbutting sometimes because it brings the idea to fruition in a way that like the other person wouldn't see.
Yeah, and I think it helps even like in your relationship. You know, who was it? I can't remember who I heard, but they said like 85% of the couples that work together. Mm-hmm. They either decide whether or what was it? It was 85% of something, get divorced or something, or maybe
shit, like 85% of the population gets
It
divorced.
was a lot. Well, I'm saying when 50% of the people get divorced because, like, in general, then 85% of people who work together, it's a lot.
Working with your wife is not for the weak,
It's
weak-hearted. Not for the weak-hearted.
Bro,
You gotta be,
bro.
this is for the men out there. If you guys decide to go in business with your wife, be ready to put on your war paint.
It's
gonna happen. You're gonna put on your war paint and you're gonna go to battle. And then the worst part.
You mean your favorite
the
part?
best part.
Oh, he's going on a rant. I see it in his eyes. Here it goes. Lies.
So when you have an issue at work, the issue doesn't stay at work. It goes home. So when you make somebody mad at work, you also got to go home with them and be mad. So
Is that your favorite part?
it's my favorite part. I love it.
I call that problem solving.
Yeah, it's fucking wonderful. I love you, babe. No, but seriously, it's. I think working together actually helped our relationship too.
I think so too, because like you can't get away from that person.
No.
You can't.
You can't.
I will follow you.
Yeah, you can't run away from the problems. You gotta
You gotta face.
you gotta
up.
figure it out,
Yeah.
and face it right there, and battle it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
So
Do you love that?
yeah,
It's called. It is problem solving though. It's a communication. It's a way to communicate.
communication building
Communication
for
building.
sure. Yeah, 'cause-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's your favorite part.
What's your favorite part?
I like that I can. Honestly, I like that I can go to you when I have like, even if it's a quick question about something, because you know how I am. Like once I get something in my head, I won't stop thinking about it until it's solved,
Yeah,
and I will like not let it go. So if I was there by myself and I couldn't like go talk to you right away, I would just, I don't know. It's very frustrating
yeah.
to be so awesome.
But now you have to walk further. We just changed my office.
Oh yeah, we just moved his office, so now it's like a fucking
So now it's far away.
walk.
Oh man, I hate being that far away, bro. I hate it.
I know you do.
Yeah,
I know you do.
the micromanage. I don't know how I get my micromanage. Now it takes. There's a delay in my micromanaging that happens.
Anyway, as I was saying nice things about you before you interjected with those mean things. But that has to be my favorite. I like having somebody there, especially you, because I know you'll tell me the truth, and like we're obviously working for the same goal. So if you lie to
Yeah.
me, it's like you're lying to yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And like you're making things worse, you know what I mean? So when I have the opportunity to just come and ask you something really quick. And I always do that, especially with the creative side, because I have a tendency, you know how I am, like if I buy something and I really like it, I'll buy it like in all the colors.
Oh my god, you'll eat the same food for fucking.
I will.
for
If
a
I
week,
like
every
something,
day.
like if I discover something here, I will literally eat it every day until you're like, okay, we're not going there anymore.
Yeah, I gotta cut you off
Yeah.
for sure.
But it's the same thing. Like when I have something in my head, I won't let it go. And so now, or when I create something and I feel like, okay, this is just me doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Let me go check in with somebody that's maybe more creative. And I think the fact that I recognize that is so big of me, you guys. I am growing. I'm in my growing era.
I think you're growing as a person.
Thank you. I am growing as a person. I recognized it.
Just need to work on that micromanaging. You grow in that area.
No, I like it. I like it.
I know you do.
I do.
Control freak.
Maybe
Just a little bit.
As a control freak.
No,
Yeah.
but anyways, we'll get off of that subject because it's a great subject, but we'll get off of it for now.
So,
We'll bring it back up later.
So if you guys haven't been following us, we have been in San Antonio going on 3 years,
Yeah.
January 12th.
Yeah. We moved here right when the freeze happened, when the snow. We were here
It
like,
was a month before because it happened in February.
nah, we had only been here like 2 weeks and then it snowed.
No, it was the week of Valentine's Day. That's how I remember because somebody told me, oh, it was the week of Valentine's Day.
I think that person was lying. I think I'm right.
Of course. See, this is what I have to
You
do.
gotta stop believing those lies,
This is
man.
what I was.
Stop believing the lies.
But anyway, so we moved here a month before. And I remember we were
2
in
weeks.
IKEA. Oh my God. We were in IKEA. And remember, it started snowing. And I was like, if it's going to snow here, we're leaving back to California. Like, I cannot do the snow.
Yeah, it started snowing. That was 2 weeks after we moved here. It started snowing. The kids loved it though. They had a blast.
Yeah, because they had never really been to snow.
Yeah. No,
We
took Teddy when he was smaller, but
Yeah, but in California, like it's so funny, and I never realized that we do that. We're going to the snow,
yeah.
and I guess other people just say, I don't know what
It's snowing.
It's snowing. We're going.
But I don't think they're used to snow out here either because they freaked out, man. Texas
Yeah,
like
it was
shut down
crazy.
with that one. It shut
Yeah.
down bad.
Well, remember the year after, like it got cold again, and people were like, due to inclement weather, we're closing
Shutting
the
everything.
schools. I was like, it's just fucking cold. Wear a jacket.
Everybody was raiding Costco.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, we've been here 3 years. With our business, man, we've been growing it steadily, like,
Yeah,
because we moved here and literally started over from nothing, pretty much, and it's been growing, and we got a lot of stuff in the works we want for 2024, big things. So we're working towards our goal, putting everything in place.
yeah, and I think for being here 2 years and working on the business for 2 years, is it 2 years? Yeah, right. Because we're gonna start our third year. It's been really good. I think for me, I needed to reestablish myself, obviously as an artist, but I also wanted to see if I could do it again. If the success that we had in California could be duplicated, or if it was luck and a fluke. Because in business you always need a little bit of luck.
Yeah, I think the success in California was just your work, but here we're like networking, we're making inroads in the community with people, and just getting outside of the box.
Yeah.
I think that's what's going to propel us to more success and bigger things, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel that too. I feel like year one is like figuring shit out
Yeah.
and seeing where we want to be, what we're trying to do. We were still like trying to get our house in order. I think we had boxes for a whole year.
Oh, year one was a grind.
Yeah, it was nuts, right? We were trying to find what's what, who's who, like
Didn't
It
know
was-
the market.
didn't know the market. We were still trying to understand the market.
Trying to build a new studio, still moving, getting everything in order, not knowing
Yeah.
the city. It was a grind the first year. for
Yeah,
sure.
the first year for sure. And the studio needed so much. I mean, it needed so much work.
Yeah, it was.
It was crazy. I mean, compared to what it is now,
Yes.
I think it's like
And we're almost done with the studio.
we're almost there.
It's been slow going, but that's because we're working so hard on the business that the construction's lacking a little bit. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it
That's exactly what it is.
is. Yeah.
And then I think the second year, we understood the market a little bit better.
Yeah.
But at that point, when we came back from California, I think we lost quite a bit of money over there because of the Rona. We left right after the Rona, or was it during?
We left during because that.
It was
shit-
it was going into the second year, right? So it was 2021.
Oh man, that shit killed us. The Rona and all that happened, it killed us.
Yeah. So it was in 21.
Yeah.
And man, I mean, of course, some people lost more. A lot of people made a lot of money, but we were not one of those. We were closed for 11 months. And then even then it was slow going.
But you know what? We were in business at that time. We had the business, but I don't think we were quite yet business people. We could have made better
Yeah.
decisions
Yeah, for
that
sure.
would have helped us when that came along. We weren't versed in business. We were barely learning as we went along, and we had to learn a lot of hard lessons, and that was definitely one of the big lessons we had to learn.
And I think what I tell everybody is like when you don't grow up around entrepreneurship, you don't grow up around people who have had their own business, like where do you learn from? And back then, like you don't just go on YouTube and like how to start a business. Like it wasn't really like that
Nah.
when we first started, and I think I forget we've been in business or like on our own with the beauty for 12 years.
Yeah, it's been a while, but
Yeah.
we weren't operating like a business, so
That's
we weren't
true.
running like we were running like a small mom and pop, just service.
So we owned our job.
Yeah, we owned our jobs, but we didn't own a business. And I
Yeah.
think we started making that transition before we left California, but like the whole lesson with Rona and everything,
Yeah, it just stopped us in the tracks.
it stopped us in our tracks and made us reevaluate. And I think we've completely I could honestly say we're becoming business people now.
Like I feel it now.
Yeah.
I feel it. I think before it was very much like a hamster,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of just in a wheel and just doing one thing and staying on it. As opposed to now where you find one thing that works and then you extend that a little bit and create a system out of it. And then you find something else and you create a system out of that.
Yeah.
And so that's what we were saying, right? In 2024, we are going to be systems creators. So we're going to
Yeah.
make our business run a little bit more like a self-sustaining business.
Well, when you don't run like a business, you're always chasing money.
Yeah.
And chasing money doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't build anything. You're just always trying to get money. And that shouldn't be the priority at all.
Right.
You got to like build something that's lasting, something that can operate on its own. That's a business.
And I think when we talk to other people, you've heard me say it before, like as soon as I talk to somebody, if all they're talking about is money, 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 as opposed to like growing and growth and that type of mindset, like I'm fucking out.
Yeah.
Like that's so fucking boring.
It-
You know
it-
what I mean? Like it's so boring just sitting there talking about like money. I want money. I'm broke. Like
It is, and
It's boring.
money's just a byproduct of what you do. It's not even about the money. It's about what
Right.
we're producing and about just growing and just everything we're building. It's not even about the money. The money's cool. You need the
It's very
money,
cool.
but it's not for me. I know it's not for you either. The money's not the end goal that we're seeking.
Yeah.
We're seeking to build something that's long lasting and just like for me, I like feeling productive. Anytime I'm doing something productive, that's
Right.
like my currency right there, being productive.
Oh, we were just talking about this too.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
did we say my currency was? I forgot. But anyway, yeah, like that's one of the things I think that I shy away from a lot. Like when people just start talking about money and I want to make more money, and it's like, okay, well, first you have to lay down your groundwork, and you know how you like even to understand how to talk to clients.
Yeah.
Like if you can't do that, you could be producing beautiful work in whatever part of the industry you're in. But if you don't know how to talk to your clients and you don't understand that their time is valuable too, like you're dead in the water.
Yeah. And then the money, what do you want this money for? To go buy a car, go buy a Chanel purse or whatever the fuck people buy, you know?
The channel
go,
purse,
Go buy
that dang
go
channel
buy a
purse.
Rolex. Is for the money is just like it's a piece of paper. Is what are you gonna do with that money? What's the strategy behind having that money? That's what I like. Like, okay, we're gonna make this money. Where can we put it? What can we build with this money? I don't want to go buy a Lamborghini. I'll take one, but
If somebody has one out there.
yeah, but I'm not gonna go. That's like meaningless to me. You know what I mean? For the most part.
Yeah.
What about you? What
do I want to buy?
Yeah. What do you want to buy when we make our first?
Oh my God. You know what I want to buy? I want to buy a couple of things. I want to buy one of those little cows.
Oh, the little mini cows. Those are cool. Those are fucking. I get them on TikTok all the time. Little hairy mini cows.
They're so freaking cute. I want to buy a little mini cow, and I want to buy really cute goats. I want to buy cute chickens that look like they have fur. Have you seen those?
Oh, the hairy chickens. The
hairy
one.
chickens.
Yeah.
See, that's my shit.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to? I don't know if there's anything that I want to buy. I'm not. You know, like me. I'm not like really like a stuffed person. Like if I have money, like we're putting it into building something.
Yeah.
You know, is there something you want to buy? Like, do you have some like weird thing like an aquarium or something?
Not really, to be honest.
Like some rich people shit, like aquariums. What else do they?
I'll take some rich people shit, but it's not really my goals. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to build this to where it operates. Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna retire. That's not even a goal either. Like retiring, but where something operates on its own with the systems we create, and just being financially free. That's really what's important to me. Not.
So you don't want a furry cow, is what you're saying?
I'll take a free cow shit. They taste good.
No, as a pet.
We'll raise it and then we'll eat it.
Oh, I have this idea, and I think I'm right, and I've talked to you about it, that anything that is loved so much tastes better.
Oh, it's gonna taste better for sure.
So we'll like love it and give it all this like pampering and then we'll like eat it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, it's gotta taste better. Then we know what we're feeding it.
I know, and you know that it's gonna be really good.
And you get to give it a hug before I shoot it.
No, I don't think I can watch.
No, but you gotta hug it before I shoot it.
No, I'm not gonna hug it. Oh my God, no.
And then
I don't want to do that.
no.
No, I'll like stay inside with the kids, and we'll put like headphones on so we don't hear when you shoot it.
That is something I do. I do want a rancho. Little rancho.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think this is a place for it though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Texas is fucking awesome.
And I've told you, like San Antonio would be perfect for the zombie apocalypse.
I don't know. I don't know about.
Well, I mean, outside of San Antonio, you know what I mean. Like, you don't want to be in the city with a zombie
Oh
apocalypse.
fuck no. Zombie apocalypse. Oh, we've been watching a bunch of zombie movies lately.
Yeah,
So
and that's like my shit.
this one over here has got me like, oh, we need food. We're going getting canned foods and storing up. She's ready for the fucking.
Oh,
apocalypse.
I'm ready for the zombie apocalypse. It's either gonna be zombies or they're gonna turn into zombies. You're gonna shoot them anyway.
Or what's the other one you've been on? The EMPs.
Oh my
You've been on
God,
the EMPs like crazy.
dude! But the EMPs is like a real thing though. That's like really scary.
In the flat Earth.
You said you were to talk about that.
The flat Earth.
The flat Earth and EMPs. No, but the EMPs are scary.
There could be worse things, but
If you guys get a chance, read a fiction book about EMPs, and I can't remember what the book was, but I was like, it was so like day-to-day stuff that was happening in this book after an EMP. I don't know, what would you call it? A bomb? EMP bomb? EMP satellite? I don't know. After this happened, like all the electronics went down. So you couldn't call anybody. You couldn't text anybody. You couldn't turn on your TV. The microwaves didn't work. The cars didn't work. Like, what do you do?
I don't know, but I get some random ass questions in the middle of the night, 12 o'clock, wake up. Man, what would we do if the MPA went off right now?
Where do we walk? What if the kids are at school? Where do we go? How would they know to wait for us? It's real stuff, people.
Yeah, you got to start with the books.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you off. And then as far as like, what was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought.
So for 2024, that's what we're going to be doing, right? We're going to be creating systems, toning down what we have and stuff. And like, I think one of the parts I'm really, really looking forward to is, so we have a few gals that are working with us at the studio.
Yeah.
And so my goal is to really elevate them as artists.
Yeah.
Like watching somebody grow after you're watering them is fucking awesome, man. Like it just, that's my thing for me. I think because I've been doing eyebrows for so long, my art speaks for itself, obviously. But like now I'm very much into like, let me help this person. Let me help this artist. Let me help this beautypreneur step up their game. Because if they do well, then that means it's a byproduct of me. And I know, I have a lot of the beautypreneurs or even people like outside the beauty industry that come to me and ask me questions about business and stuff.
Yeah, all the time.
But for somebody to take something that you give them and create something or elevate themselves in business, man, that shit's amazing.
Yeah, you know what? When we first started business, I wish we had, not that we know everything. We're far from it. We're still learning so much.
No, for sure.
But I wish we had somebody around us like us that knew a little bit about business and like could like, you know, give us a little game because we had none of that. And I think we try to give that to everybody, even though we're not the end all to any of this. We're still in the learning process and still getting there. But what we do know, we try to share with everybody around us.
And so like, what do you think is, do you think if we were, so me and you from maybe 7 years ago or even 10 years ago, we were like just starting to figure stuff out. When we figured out that just paying rent at a place wasn't like doing business.
Yeah.
Do you think you would have been receptive to somebody helping you or giving you advice?
I don't know.
There's different ways of doing it too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you have those people that try pushing their shit on you, like telling you you're doing it wrong, you need to do it this way. Nobody's receptive to that. But I think had we had somebody around that we could ask questions to at least, you know what I mean?
Just in terms of like, come to me if you have questions.
Yeah.
Or even like having a mastermind with somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we didn't even think like that then. We were like...
I didn't even know that thing existed.
And I think that's one of the biggest things I think I've come to learn is business is a team sport.
Yeah.
You can't do it on your own. And I think at that time we thought it was all us. You have to do it on yourself.
Right.
You have to do it by yourself. You can't ask nobody for help. And
right.
like, come to learn that's not at all the case.
Yeah. You think you would have been receptive?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
You see what I'm saying?
It's hard to say, but I think if the right person and like around us that we trusted and stuff, I think I would have been. As long as it's not that you're doing this, you're doing, you know, that's nobody wants to hear that shit.
Or you know what is the worst? And honestly, like this is the worst. People that are giving business advice or business advice without.
I know where you're going.
Dude, giving business advice without having a business or without even having a successful business or without being successful in any aspect.
Yeah.
That shit drives me fucking crazy.
Everybody has that tia that knows how to run a business but never had a business.
Oh, I have a tia like that.
Yeah, those are the fucking, everybody has an opinion. But when you don't have no skin in the game, it's easy to give an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but put some skin in the game and then tell us how it should be done. Then give us some opinions.
So I'm going to go on a rant, guys. So I have this tia. So I have this tia, right? And so when I started doing permanent makeup, she learned, took a class, like it must have been like 1782. Obviously not that long ago. But she, like in the 90s,
and she was giving the chola eyebrows.
And she was giving the chola brows. I don't even know if she tattooed somebody. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's somebody walking around with some fucked up
with some tia. Oh, there's a lot with tia eyebrows.
Yeah.
And so she took a class. And so when I was doing it, when I started doing it, I was like, oh, I know how to do that too. And even like a couple of years ago, you know, like I've been doing this for quite a while.
Yeah.
Almost a decade. So she was like, oh, I can do that too. I was like, and she told me, oh, you know, I've done it before. I was like, yeah.
You should just pass her the
machine.
It's
not the same thing. Like it's not the same thing. Maybe you did one set of eyebrows like 20 years ago. It's not what we're doing now in 2023.
You should have given her the machine and let her go at it.
Yeah, and who?
I don't know, one of her friends or comadre or somebody.
But you always have those people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like a pet peeve of mine. And I think 2024, I'm just going to tell these people, like, really, like, you should stop saying that. Like,
Yeah,
you don't know. Maybe, you know what? I'm bringing my meanness back in 2024.
Just keep it in your office. Don't bring it to my office. I don't want that shit in my
Stay
office.
away from me.
I don't need that energy. I already got the micromanaging. I don't need the meanness on top of it.
No, I'm not mean anymore.
You see, I had a black eye yesterday, but I did the cold press and all that
You
shit.
did the concealer, put a little bit of makeup on.
Nah, that's too far, real. Come on.
Okay, just
Too
a little
far.
cold press. But oh my god, those people though, right? Am I right? Like those, they
It's
irritate
annoying
me.
as shit.
Yeah. Or remember, like when we were, I think I was only like 3 or 4 years into the business of going on our own. And then I knew these small business owners who, and I only knew they were struggling and didn't know what to do with their business because they told me.
Yeah.
You know, and so they're like, oh, Claudia, you should do this and you should move over here. I was like, first of all, yeah, I'm not going to triple my rent to go move over there to be like a fakester or like these women now
Yeah.
who have these businesses that are completely falling apart because they're fucking fake. Like, I'm not going to go pay triple the rent so people think I'm Fancy Bear.
Or it's like when we were in Santa Barbara.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to say.
Everybody thinks like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go target the rich people because they have all the money.
So for people that don't know,
Yeah, it's a super like uppity area. It's crazy because everybody thinks of it as super fancy, but there's also a very middle class poor area too.
Yeah,
It's split though. Like the two don't cross. I don't think.
yeah, and those people are generally working like 3 jobs.
Yeah, but everybody first starting a business like, oh yeah, Santa Barbara has all the rich people. I'm gonna get all the rich people, but that's not the case. Like it's hard to do a crossover into that I guess
Industry?
that class or whatever.
In terms of having a business, you mean, and reaching like a different demographic?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. You know, I don't think that's the case with us.
No, we have.
But maybe, you know what? Maybe at that time.
At that time it
because
was.
There
At
was
that-
no socials. And I feel like before, it kind of did matter where you were at.
Yeah, it mattered hard.
It mattered. So like if you had a salon in a certain street in a certain area of town, maybe the uppities wouldn't go there.
Yeah,
But now it doesn't fucking matter where you're at because like you have the socials and
Yeah.
you have websites and then you have the YouTubers and you have all these socials that kind of help bring people in with your work ethic, with everything you put behind it before they even reach you.
and get in front of the camera, showing your
Getting in
personality.
front of the camera and showing your
Yeah.
personality.
You know what? You know what? Another thing too is when people complain about social media, and they have a business.
Yeah.
Like that's a fucking amazing tool you have to.
That we didn't have years before, right?
Like it was so hard to get people through your doors, but now with social media, it's like a tool that doesn't cost you anything if you do it right.
Yeah.
And you like, how much were commercials before? When we first started, we were paying like,
Oh my God. Remember that TV commercial?
it was like $12,000 for a commercial to run. I forget what the price was, but it was something ridiculous.
It was like $1,200 a month or something. But this was, do you
But
remember
to
that
have it
commercial we did on
filmed,
the TV?
To have it filmed and everything and then put it out and then pay.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And right now, you could pick up your phone, you could record yourself and put it on social media, and it doesn't cost you a fucking thing. And people are complaining about that. Yeah, half of these people wouldn't be in business if if it wasn't for social media now. Because
Well, as a person who every now and then complains about posting, it's just honestly like when you're, and I get it, you have to be a multifaceted business owner now.
yeah,
Like you have to be marketing and you also have to be your social media branding person and you have to be your CEO and the
Yep.
CFO and all these things. So adding another layer is difficult sometimes.
but social media is part of the business.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you got to be on it. That's marketing, and it's a free. Like people complain about it, but
Yeah.
it's free.
And I think what helps, and I think what a lot of us don't have, and you know, because I love my list. I love having lists. I love having calendars. So one of the
Yeah,
things
yeah.
that has really helped me is, the social media calendar I created.
Yeah.
So we've been using the social media calendar I created, and every Monday, Roundy Muffins and I get together, excuse me, Roundy. His name is Roundy. So every Monday we get together and we create a to-do list, and then that got us a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
And so then we created a social media calendar, and that got us way more organized. So I think a lot of this is a lack of organization.
Oh,
And
for
maybe it's just me because I like to micromanage. I mean, not micromanage, just be in control.
No,
Little bit.
I think the list definitely like
It helps, right?
it gives you a roadmap.
For sure.
Because you figure you set that roadmap for the week, but if you don't have it, you go in and then like
It's a blueprint.
especially with me, I forget. Like
Yeah.
I'll be in the middle of some, and I got 5 things going on, and I'm like, fuck, what was I doing? Where am I at? And
This is true.
when I go to the list, I'm like, okay, I need to do this.
It like centers you, right?
Yeah, it helps. You know me, I'm a little more disorganized than you when it comes to that stuff, but it helps.
Thank you for saying that. It has now been recorded. This is log 364.
Nah, but the list, man, you have too many fucking lists. I don't even.
Okay, but listen, guys.
I'd get lost in the fucking list. That's too many fucking lists.
It's not enough list. It's like, okay, so I have a weekly to-do list.
So I was like, when to go to the bathroom on the list.
And within the list, they may be additional lists within the list. Because maybe an item has multifacets, and maybe a list within a list isn't a bad idea.
There's like 5 notebooks of fucking lists. I don't know. I'd get lost in I just write sticky notes. I got sticky notes.
He does. Sticky notes are the worst, though. They're the worst. Babe.
They work for me. I got the sticky notes.
Yeah, but when your sticky note is 3.5 years old.
No, those are there for a reason, mujer. Those are there for a reason.
They're not there for a reason.
You just don't know. You just need to stay in your own office, and my sticky notes are there for a reason.
But
if it's there for 3 years, it's because I need it. Yeah.
And then when I go and pick it up, I'm like, "What's this?" Oh, I don't know.
I just tell you don't know, so you don't try to micromanage. And you can get out of my office.
But the list has definitely helped, right?
It helps.
It helps. So we make a list, and then after that, I have like the social media targeting that we want to do, right? And the different social media outlet places that we want to have, or where we want to post.
Yeah.
And so after that, then I make a calendar of what we're posting where, and we kind of go over it. And there's even, I know this sounds crazy, but trust me.
That's just one list. That's just one.
It is, but hold on. There's more. And then I have this, and you know I'm not crazy, but I have also broken it down to a percentage of what we should post, right? So 50% should be work.
Yeah.
Browse, things that we do.
Yeah.
Right. And then something like 15% is the team. So me and the girls working or whatever. And so I break it down into percentages like that. And there's only like 5 things in there. But I think that's really important to do because it's like you were saying, it's social media fatigue. People don't want to think about it. So now when you do it and when you set it like this, you just do it.
Yeah, it's a
right.
What's a roadmap? You know,
it's a blueprint to how your week's gonna go.
I think that helps because then, like, when you don't have that and you go into it, you don't know what to post, and you get like
that's what
you
I'm saying.
You spend hours just trying to think of what to post, and then you get tired. That's that social media fatigue. I think you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So to me, if we discuss it one day, and then now we have a blueprint for the whole week. Now you don't have to think about it. Yeah. Now you're like, okay, so this is this day or this day in the morning or at your AM or PM post. Yes, I have it down to the time. I'm going to post a picture of brows. Yeah. And then after that, I'm going to post a picture of tattoos that Crystal does. We have an awesome girl. Her name is Crystal. She also has a podcast.
Yeah, if it looks familiar in here, it's because Claudia was just on their podcast.
I was just on their podcast. It was so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Jackie and Crystal from Beauty Bound.
Yeah.
Beauty Bound podcast. But anyway, so she also tattoos. She's a great artist. She kind of just needed a little bit of a push. And I saw her. I was like, dude, you have to do it at the studio. So anyway, so I'll post her work. And so I have it broken down so that we can make sure that we're posting what we needed to post. And then we don't have to think about it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, how awesome is that?
It is. I mean, it works.
Right? So we have, and the thing is, like, I'll write down what we need. But again, he's a creative. So he says, you know what would be really cool to do this? Then we get it done.
Oh, so I'm pretty much the...
You're the mastermind.
I'm the mastermind.
That's it.
Mastermind behind the business. You guys heard it.
It's done. He's the mastermind behind all and your sticky notes don't work. But
my sticky notes are fucking awesome.
But wouldn't you rather have 5 different lists?
No, I like having 5 different color sticky notes. That's what I like.
Oh, and then on top of that, we also have I have 3 calendars. It's not as bad as it sounds, but I'm getting rid of one.
Like a hoarder of calendars.
But how cool is it to know exactly and control? Not control. I don't mean control. But how awesome it is to know.
It's like a job just looking at your calendars to see what needs to be done.
But you know what has to be done. It's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy.
No, it's a good system.
It is, right?
It's not for me, but it's a good system.
But we work together often, and I think because we work together so well, when I need help or when you need help, it's another baby that we created. Like we created this calendar.
I don't want no more kids. You too many goddamn kids already. I don't need no more babies.
This might be a damn furry cow then.
Got it.
But this, I think it works out perfect. Like now we have a social media calendar. We have a calendar for the kids. We have my calendar. And then we have lists. And then we have
Sounds like a fucking lot when you explain it. It sounds like a lot.
Okay, and we even made a sketchboard for the reels that we want to make.
Oh, that's right.
Dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if you like, I don't know. I'm not saying I draw stick figures, but I'm saying if you have a general idea of a reel that you want to do, right? Maybe I just did one recently where I just talked about needle size and needle configurations for artists out there. And how cool is that idea? And then you write the caption, it's already done.
Yeah.
All you have to do is do the video.
Oh, the caption part's big. Having the caption written out and ready to go. Because you could narrate the video you make around the caption that you already created.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's like having a storyboard.
There you go. A storyboard.
Yeah,
It is. That's what it is. It's a real storyboard. So where I fall short and I start getting too technical.
Oh, yeah.
You go in there and you add a little
that's
pizzazz.
Honestly, this is funny. You know how you could tell the difference?
That, dude.
No, you know how you could tell the difference between the post?
When
you read the captions, if it's really technical and like super like textbooky, it was Claudia that wrote it. If it's super inspirational and like tugs at your heart, if it tugs at your heart and you're like, yeah, I could fucking do it. That was me.
I can be a person too. I'm not always a robot. I can be a person too around.
Yeah,
I have been known to be a person here and there.
Yeah, I'm just saying in the writing though, you could tell in the captions who wrote it.
Yeah. That's my shit though, the technical stuff.
Yeah,
I love it.
But that's why we work, because you're more technical and I'm more the other creative. I don't even know what I'm a poet. I'm a poet.
Yeah. I mean, the ones that work better is where it's a little bit of both of us, you know?
Yeah.
Babe, sometimes it needs to be toned down. Sometimes it doesn't need to be a poem for social media.
You can't put a harness on poetry, on beauty. You can't do that.
But you know, like it also needs to be educational. But you know, I love the education part too. So maybe that's a lot of me.
Yeah, it works. The balance works because you have to inspire, but you have to educate it at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
And so that's what we try to do. But I understand the social media fatigue. I understand, but honestly, like I said, it's an organization thing, don't you think? At the end of the day,
using social media is part of your business. It's a free tool. Imagine if you didn't have social media, you'd be paying thousands of dollars to put out commercials that reach hardly anybody. You'd be like, we did commercials. We did radio commercials. We did commercial when we first started. And it worked at the time, but could you imagine doing that now?
So I remember the commercial we did on TV. I was so mad. Do you remember how it happened? So this was our first big spend. I would say that was our first big spend in the business. We had somebody record it, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Did they send somebody? Oh no, we had
that crew. I can't remember their name.
Oh my god.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
But he's cool beans.
Yeah.
He was great. We used him a couple times. He's French.
Who's French?
I don't know.
He wasn't French.
No.
He wasn't
Am
French.
I tripping?
You're tripping, homie.
Well, anyway, we had a whole crew come in and they recorded us and stuff.
Oh, you're talking about for the online courses.
Yeah. Rafa.
No, that wasn't the commercial. He didn't shoot our commercial. I'm talking about in the MedSlim commercial.
No, that's what I'm talking. Okay. Well, anyway.
No, it wasn't Rafa. It was a whole nother crew that did that.
I don't even remember who it was.
Yeah, no, that was a whole nother crew. We didn't even know Rafa then.
Oh, no?
Yeah, no.
Well, anyway, so we shot this commercial, right? And so it was, I don't know, it was the first time that we spent a few grand on it. And so the commercial was supposed to air, I remember it was like at 7:30 on this specific channel. So our friends came over, remember? Adri came and stuff. And we were all hanging out. It was supposed to be at exactly this time. And do you remember what happens? It finally came on. It came on all late.
Yeah.
All late. It didn't come on the right time. It was upside down.
Was it?
It was upside down and pixelated.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Really?
I remember.
All I remember is that
fucking
Medslim.com.
Medslim.com.
Yeah.
It was upside down.
I don't remember. How come I don't remember that?
I don't know, because I was furious. Like I was fuming. I wasn't as calm of a person as I am now. So I was like so calm. I was super mad, and it was upside down. So, and these things happen. But like that was our first time that we spent money, and it used to be a lot more expensive for an upside down commercial. posted at the wrong
It
time.
was it was fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Commercials
I mean,
were expensive, and
I think it was, we spent between the airing and the advertising and the recording, I think we spent maybe $4 or $5 grand.
no, but then even then, you didn't have any analytics to see what it was producing either.
Oh, right. Well, and all of the analytics came from the people who shot it, not the
Yeah.
people who shot it, but people who
You
advertised
didn't know
with.
who you were reaching. You
Yep.
didn't, like, there was no.
The analytics, that's right.
That's
yeah,
like
yeah,
social
you're
media is
right.
amazing. You just got to look at it from a
Yeah.
different perspective, because without it, you're dead in the water these days.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And it's free.
And continue education in business, which
Yeah.
I think as an artist, and I'm doing better, but as a technician in a way, it's I love what I do, so I always wanted to improve on my art. But it's also important to improve on the back end
Yeah.
and improve on your business, right? So
Oh, for sure.
so like we're having a
The business book club.
no, we're having a mastermind
Oh, okay.
and networking event December 3rd or 4th. It's that Sunday or 6th. I don't know.
I think it's the third. I'd have to look on the
I think
calendar,
it's
but
December
the
3rd.
third.
So we're having an event. Our good friend Erica with Working Moms of San Antonio, great, awesome person. So she used to be, she's a not a marketer. What do you call it? People that do websites and all that shit.
Graphic designer.
Graphic designer. She's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
graphic designer. She utilizes Canva as a pro. I mean, she kills it. She knows how to make it like out of thin air.
She does some good shit with everything
The
she
stuff that
has,
she does,
and she offers to her group. It's amazing because she creates templates for them to use.
yeah.
and-
And she's also like a fucking hilarious. How many times do I literally LOL
Oh
with
my
her?
God,
Like
all
all
the
the
time.
time. And I'm like, oh my God, Erica's so funny.
I'm sitting there and she's fucking laughing. We're watching a movie and she starts laughing. Oh my God, I couldn't believe how funny she was.
She's fucking hilarious though. She's fucking hilarious. But anyway, she's so artistic in that sense. And so she's going to teach us how to utilize Canva in ways that she utilizes it. And so I think it's little things like that that you have to do to keep yourself on top of your business.
Now you got to learn all that stuff. I mean,
Right?
you learn Canva and do it yourself. Everything's right there. It's easy. It's cheap. Or go
Yeah.
pay a graphic designer thousands of dollars to create something you could do in 20 minutes on Canva.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the stuff you have to do for your business.
And see, for me, like paying somebody from the outside so that you can save time and money works, right?
No,
So
it
we're
works.
not like, if you're creating a website from absolutely nothing, but your time is better spent doing something else,
Yeah.
maybe pay. But for something that you're producing like Canva, and we use it quite a bit.
Yeah, we do.
So for us, it's better if we do it and we learn how to utilize it.
Yeah.
But people forget that aspect of their business.
No, well, it's like when we first started, we paid graphic designers to do our stuff. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
We were paying tons of money. We weren't getting what we liked. Every time we got something, it was like, fuck, man, that's not even what we wanted. We don't like this. And
Yeah.
that's when I jumped in and like, fuck, I'm going to learn how to do the graphic design. So that's where I jumped in, started doing our own graphic design. But that's just hard lessons we learned. But now with Canva, shit, it's so easy and simple.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't even have to, like I was doing on Photoshop and all that stuff in Illustrator. But now it's Canva and remember when you first got Canva, I was like, oh, no, that's dumb. That's like,
I'll do it in Illustrator.
I'll do it on
Let
Illustrator.
me do it the hard way.
right? But on Canva, it's
Yeah.
almost instant.
Yeah. And like I think it's even better for you because now if you created something on Canva.
No, it saves me time.
No, but I know. But like you say you create something on Canva.
Yeah.
And then I have to come over and fix it.
Oh my God. We're going to go.
It's better than if I help you fix it on Illustrator.
If she adds a period to any of my designs or anything, it ends up being that she did it. She did the work. Because she put a period in
Sometimes things need periods.
or you make the picture smaller. Oh, do you love my work, babe?
I do a great job. But my Canva skills are pretty good.
No, you got good.
I did.
You've been because
I did.
I was in the middle of construction doing a bunch of other stuff, so she had to kind of pick up some of the slack on that end.
Yeah.
And I think
No
you
big
got it
deal.
down now.
No big deal. I'm an artiste. A Canva artiste.
Like I'm a poet.
Yes, just the same way. But I think like what's really interesting though is like back then you didn't have like all these platforms, right? Where you could just create a website out of thin air.
Oh, there's so many tools at our disposal now.
If somebody told you 10 years ago, hey, there's this website where you can just drop things in and create your own website instead of you having to learn graphic design essentially.
Yeah.
Would you do it? Because are you going to pay back then, 10 years ago, would you have paid or would you have learned it yourself and like taken 3 weeks?
I'm stubborn, baby. You already know I'm stubborn as shit.
Yeah.
And I like learning the stuff. I like learning the process and what goes behind the stuff.
Yeah.
So I probably would still chose the hard way.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, would we have been open 10 years ago?
I don't know, because we're pretty stubborn people. So,
Yeah, like,
and we I think when you like take the easy route, sometimes you don't really learn what's behind it.
true.
And I think when you learn what's behind it and you do the hard route, and then when the easy stuff's there, you appreciate it more and you understand it more.
Yeah, but you could also be like Henry Ford.
That's true.
Yeah, remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just finished reaching. We just finished reading.
Think Rich, Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich. Think and
We
Grow
keep
Rich. I know, but
butchering
I think so.
the title.
So our friend has this business book club, which is super awesome. Like, it's great being around other business owners. If you want to look it up, it is Elite Business Link, and she has it every Monday, first or second Monday of the.
It's once a month.
It's once a month.
It's at our studio too. So
essentially, what we do is like it's a book club for business owners. You read something in the mastermind to get you in that setting in your brain.
get your wheels going, and then
Get your wheels
we
going.
all get together, talk about the book, and then we discuss business strategies, and
It's fun. It combines like both of my things, like books and business.
and then we
like-
drink a little bit, have a little bit of food
and then we stay there kind of late, a little shit faced. No, we don't do that after a book.
once in a while.
But remember what he said about Henry Ford, right?
Yeah.
So Henry Ford knew how to call on people and have people do things for him so that he could cut down his time and not learn how to do all these things.
Yeah,
And I think that's probably the best way to work, right?
it's the smartest way to work. But for me, I like knowing
You're
the process.
stubborn, bro.
No, but I like learning. Like,
Yeah.
I like learning the whole process. So
Yeah.
it's hard for me just to jump directly to the easy part,
Yeah.
and that might be a downfall on my part. But
Are you saying you're stubborn and that's your downfall?
I'm stubborn, and that's what makes me awesome.
Please log this in, log 384. But it's true though. Like, and I wonder if back then, if we would have been like, okay, I'm going to pay this person so that they could do it so I can utilize my time in something else.
Yeah, but when you're first starting out, you don't have the money to pay other people too.
That's true.
So you're operating, you have to do as much of it yourself as you can. That was a big part of it too, you know? Had we
Yeah.
had the money, it's like people that have tons of money, they open a business, but they never really learn the business because they just have money and they push it on to everybody else. They always
That's
end up,
true.
a lot of times they end up losing the business, or they get ripped off because they're not in the inner workings of the business.
Yeah. It's almost like you have to build it from the ground up and kind of be, I don't want to say ignorant to the fact, but you certainly have to do a lot of things yourself first.
Especially when you don't have a big budget. You got to learn the stuff and just like put your head down and go at it.
I mean, for me, I think like that stuff that's really creative, I don't care to learn, because if you give it to me, it's gonna look like a blog.
Yeah, no, that's my shit.
If
right
I
there.
create somebody's website, it'll look like a blog.
When
It'll just be a bunch of words.
it's like the flyers. When I first started making the flyers, you were trying to put a dictionary on the cover of the flyer. I want this. Babe, it's only this big. We can't put all that. Let's hit the main points, make it look nice, and put it out there.
Yeah.
And half of the time, the people don't read the shit.
Yeah, but you know what? But the right client's gonna read it all. I read it.
Yeah, but nobody wants to read a fucking magazine condensed
I
into
do.
one flyer.
I do.
I know you.
But I digress. It's for the client. But I think back then, 10 years ago, maybe I wouldn't have listened either.
Nah, you want to listen.
No, I didn't want to listen to nothing.
Oh, we had some battles back then.
They were fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, back to me. But definitely, I think had we had all this information and had we had somebody tell you like, hey, that's somebody you respected. So say you had met somebody that had been in business for like 10 years and they said, hey, like, don't do your website. This guy does it for really cheap. And it's in half, a third, an eighth of the time.
No, I definitely would. But it's also a budget thing. At that time, we're starting out, we didn't have the money for it.
Yeah.
So money, like the budget's always going to be.
We were also not budgeting properly though.
No, we weren't budgeting. But back then still, we were starting out. We were scrounging up from the couches to fucking make that shit work.
Oh,
you know what
remember
I mean?
that? Yeah.
So
yeah.
when you first start out, the budget's like
Tight.
and a big part of it. And you gotta do what you can on your own without spending the money, because you gotta allocate that money to where it's better spent.
That brings me back to another list I have.
Oh,
So I also have a like a budgeting list.
Yeah.
Babe, it's really good.
No, the budget that's fucking awesome because,
Right?
yeah.
So we go by the principle pay yourself first.
Yeah.
Right. So if you ever get a chance to read a book, it's called Profit First. I've read The Profit First and Profit First for
Or
so
The
long.
Richest Man in Babylon also.
The Richest Man in Babylon is right. It's crazy. It's crazy because it's the same thing. People just like call it different things.
Yeah, I like The Richest Man in Babylon. That book's one of my all-time favorites.
And he says you have to pay for yourself.
You always
10%.
got to pay yourself it's a 10.
10 shillings, 10 coins to make a healthy purse.
No matter what you make, you always pay yourself first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how you end up building wealth and saving and, just building.
Yeah. And so that's one of the other lists that we've made. It's an allocation. So what we do is, well, I won't get into it too much because I might bore.
We'll save it for another.
I might bore some people.
We'll save it for another.
But essentially, what it
episode.
is, it's a budgeting list.
Yeah.
And so we allocate money every 2 weeks, and that is part of our list that we create. How fun!
No, that one definitely helps.
Babe, it helps.
That one helps.
It
big time.
helps. It helps.
It's cool to see where your money's going because before the list, we were operating, but money was coming in and out. We knew we had money. We knew it was coming in. We knew it was going out.
Go?
But where does it go? Where's you make so much money, and then you look at your account like, fuck, where did all this money go? But now we at least know where it's being allocated to, what's being spent on. Like, it helps a lot.
How is it being spent?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next year, too, we're getting better about that.
Systems. It's all about putting these systems in place.
Well, and that is a system, I think. All the lists and all the real storyboards, all these things, that's what they are. That we're creating a system for ourselves.
Yeah. And fuck it, the stuff we're learning, we love to pass on to other people that are around us and want to start their own business. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I think when you surround yourself with the right people, you get to bounce ideas off them.
Yeah.
You get to see what they're doing and see if it's something that you want to incorporate for you. It's leave what doesn't work, take what does, but you have to surround yourself with the right people.
Yeah, for sure.
That's another lesson.
Could you picture when we first, how long we've been together? 15, 16 years?
25.
16 going on 50?
Yeah, for real.
No, but could you picture us back then being here, like the people we were before and like where we came from?
No, I had no idea. Nah. I honestly didn't even think like 10 years out.
Nah. And
like in terms of business and stuff,
to be honest, business wasn't even like, I didn't even think
that was the thing we did.
No, but I'm talking about before, like
before we even started.
Even before we started business, it wasn't even in the idea, it wasn't even in the mind. Like you thought business was something rich people did.
Yeah, and like people, it's only rich people that have their own business. Like it was this club that you're either from or you're not.
Yeah,
and there was no way we were gonna be part of it because we're not rich.
Well, we didn't know anybody.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like exclusive, invite only, or something.
So to see where we came from and where we're at now, and don't misconstrue this, we're not even close to where we want to be, but it's like night and day compared to back in the day, huh?
Yeah. I think for me, like especially because I'm very stubborn. Some people may say that I'm stubborn.
Oh no, who says that? Nah, they're fucking lying.
I know, babe. I know they
shouldn't be telling lies on you like that.
Thank you.
They put some respect on your name.
Thank you. But I've actually I think I've opened myself up more now to like taking ideas.
Yeah.
Where they're not from fucking stupid people. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah. No, you didn't take ideas from anybody before.
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
Just have to fucking get the club and smack those ideas into your head.
And it still didn't work.
No, you still didn't take them.
Background, I'm an Aries. He's a Capricorn. This is why it's like two rounds, right? That's what they say. Like,
we battle. We battle sometimes.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Yeah, so much fun.
So much fun.
Talk about this morning.
Anyway, it's a communication thing. It's fine.
Yeah.
We have a lot more years of this.
But either way, I love you.
Either way, I love you. Oh, guys, we're so cute.
And then I think that's probably it for the first podcast. So what do you think?
Yes, this was really fun.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope we made you laugh. Hope
made you cry.
There was a little bit of value in there. We'll get better at this. This is our first one, so we're gonna
I think I killed it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you killed it, man. You killed it.
Sure. He's patting me on the head.
Yeah. Let's go get a snack afterwards.
Okay. So yeah, you can see our accounts. We're on Instagram at Vanidosa Beauty.
And Boy Savage.
and Lee Boy Savage. And you can watch this on YouTube if you're not now.
Beautytainment, it'll be up.
Beautytainment Studios.
Yeah, if you're watching this, we recorded this a week before, so we're gonna be doing a bi-weekly podcast. So it'll be up every
2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks, and it's gonna be on Beautytainment Studios on YouTube.
And that's it for us, guys.
Talk to you guys later.
Toodle noodle.